Hi, I'm Dr. Sophia Yin, and today I'm going to answer a reader question. So the reader asked about possession aggression in dogs. And first of all, I want to say that when we're dealing with possession aggression towards people, regarding food, it's actually really easy to deal with because what we can do is easily train the dog that when we approach, something good happens. Dogs are aggressive because they think that you're going to take what they want, and instead we're going to teach them good things happen when we approach. And we can easily do this when they're aggressive to us because we can train them that when I approach, if you sit, you're going to get something way better. When we're dealing with what our reader was asking, they wanted to know, what if my dog's possessive aggressive towards other dogs? Then it becomes trickier because usually you need two people. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just one person, me, and the treat and train. And what I want to do in this case is teach the other dog that when another dog approaches your food, such as a treat bag lying on the ground, that means better things are happening for you. In this case, what I'm doing is, for instance, if you watch, if Jones were to go get that, good. You can see that the other dog might be thinking, hey, wait a sec, get away from my stuff. This dog doesn't actually have any possession aggression issues, but we're going to use this dog because we know she's hungry right now. So what we want this dog to think, instead of worrying that another dog's going to take its food here, is that we want her to understand that, hey, when a dog approaches your stuff, it means you're getting something way better. So you don't have to worry about this because you're getting something way better. So what she has to get out of the treat and train has to be at least equal to or much better than what the other dog might have access to do. When I do this, what I need to do is I want to start far enough away so that she's not going to worry about Jonesy taking her food. So I'm going to start with him behind. I'm going to start with him behind here. Jones, come on. And then what I'm going to do is, as he approaches and she sees him, I'm going to start dispensing treats so that she starts to realize, hey, whenever he approaches, I get a bunch of treats. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm approaching. Down. And it's actually better if she's lying down. Down. Hey. Good. So as Jonesy's coming closer, she's getting complete treats the whole time. Jonesy walks away. Look, the treat stopped. So then I'm going to wait so she can figure out, hey, nothing's happening. How do I get those treats to come again? And then I'm going to approach. So I'm going to approach. Here we go, I approach. Hey, she sees Jonesy coming towards her food. That means she gets a bunch of way better stuff. And then treats stop, and Jonesy walks away. And then I'm going to keep repeating this. Jonesy appears. She gets treats. My goal is to always keep Jones far enough away so she only cares about her treats. So you can see even in between, she's just thinking about her treats. She's keeping her eye on the rewards from the machine. And I'm going to disappear again, no more treats. My ultimate goal is that if I do this a bunch of times every day, always staying far enough away so she's just comfortable, she only cares about the treats that she's getting for looking away from the food. So the treats she's getting from the treat and train, instead of worrying about Jonesy approaching her food or her, my goal is that as soon as she sees Jonesy, she looks to get rewards from the treat and train, because at that point she understands that, hey, Jonesy's appearance means she's going to get something good for just focusing on something else. So right now she doesn't understand that Jones means treats for her. Here she's actually looking at Jones there, but she looks back to the machine. Okay, Jones. walked away. Down. So you can see she's looking towards us. And then my goal is that when she sees us walking towards her, she looks immediately towards the machine. Because when we walk towards her, it means that she's going to get a reward from the machine. But she doesn't quite understand that, you can see. She likes getting rewards from the machine. But she doesn't understand that the approach of the other dog towards her bait bag means that she's going to get rewards from the machine. Oh, that time she looked on her own. So as we approached that time, she looked before we rewarded for looking at that machine. Okay. There we go again. Okay, so that time it was a bit clearer. She looked towards the machine because she knew the treat was coming there. The reason it's more obvious is because we angled her more towards us, so you could see her head turn better. In recap, what I just showed you was a process for training a potentially possessive dog that when others approach your food, good things will happen, so you don't need to be possessive. So whenever Jonesy would start approaching the bait bag with the food on it, I would hurry up and dispense a bunch of treats to the dog that was lying down, so that dog learned, hey, when Jonesy approaches, good things happen. And you do it enough until you see an indication that the other dog understands. And our indication that the other dog understood was that as soon as the dog saw Jonesy, the dog would actually turn away from the bait bag and look towards the Treat&Train to get a reward from the Treat&Train. And the dog was nice and relaxed. It wasn't hovering over the Treat&Train, guarding it. It was looking at the Treat&Train because it was going to get a reward. You can learn more about this in our DVD, Creating the Pet Friendly Hospital, specifically the lecture on reversing brewing behavior problems.